All right, we're going live. Greetings, welcome everybody. This is Ann Sieg, creator and founder of the e-commerce business school. We are so excited to have you join us in today's e-commerce business school campus tour. This is a campus tour, but I have to tell you today is a little bit different. So I just want to make sure that I can acknowledge everybody who's rolling in, excuse me, and make sure that we are in fact live. Okay, are we live? It looks like we're live, but I think one thing that's missing is we're not connected to all the groups that I thought we were. Okay, why don't you guys write in the panel if you can, or I should say in the comment section below. And then you guys let me know if you can hear me, see me, etc. All right, so I wonder if I am looking in the right place to see. No, I'm not. Okay, so hang on a second, guys, just be patient with me. Lots of stuff to manage here, lots of stuff. So I hope you guys are doing awesome. There we are. Okay, I see. Okay, hi, Greg. High five to you, Greg. All righty. So here's what's different about this. So I know for one, Greg, you have attended one of our past tours, but today is going to be a little bit different. I would like it if I had people's permission. I like to do that. And there's a reason for it being different. So while, yes, we're going to cover the different mentorship levels, what I really need to shine a spotlight on today uniquely is the fact that we just rolled out our online shopping profit system training program. It's never been available heretofore for people to purchase that separately. And as of this morning, that is the case. So I'm actually going to give an overview of that course so that people can understand the business model. And that's what we do here at the e-commerce business school, is educate people so that they're making well-informed decisions. I think that's the right way to treat people. It's how I would want to be treated. And so it's going to be a little bit different in that regard. So, all righty, what I'm going to do next, hopefully I can manage all my little software and everything, is I'm going to share my screen right here. All right. So good afternoon, everybody. I think we're officially at kickoff time. Okay, it's 12:01. Good deal. I am Mrs. Punctuality. I ran a sports gym for 15 years, and my mom was a school teacher her entire life, and I'm a big believer in doing things on time. I just think that shows respect for people. So this is a little different flow chart that I'm using here today. So we're just going to get diving in. So this call is to give you an overview of the e-commerce business school campus along with your career options. And we have everything from startup courses to sourcing trips to China. We cover a very wide swath of services, training, etc. here inside the e-commerce business school, because nobody, you know, has the same goals and the same dynamics. Everybody is different and unique. And so just like when you go to college, you know that there's the course offerings that are centered around degrees, majors, right? That's the same thing here. But today I'm going to really spend time focusing in on local retail arbitrage versus online arbitrage. And arbitrage simply means taking advantage of price differentials in the marketplace. And we think of that more at a global scale, like you buy oil from the Middle East, and then you sell it over in the States. We think of it in globally, and we think it more of an tangible, it's happening in these transactions that are, you know, call it real world, face to face. The reality is arbitrage exists everywhere. And if you've been in retail any time in your life, here's basically what's happening because of technology. You guys know the term the middleman? You've heard of the middleman. Well, because of technology, more and more the middleman is being what? Cut out. The middleman. Not to say virtually non-existent. And I would say this, in order for the middleman to survive in today's economy, they have to be progressive and they need to become more of a consultant and an educator. I think of my son who lives in China. He's a sourcing agent. And I kind of gave him the heads up. I said, yeah, Rob is his name. We have the Chinese are all over the place on Amazon. I'm talking wholesalers, manufacturers go straight to selling on Amazon. That's a case of cutting out the middleman. No, whenever there is change, most people get frightened or intimidated, and the change is going to happen whether we like it or not. But know this, anytime there is change, what is hidden behind change? Write it in. Hi there, Betty. Calling in from St. Louis. It means opportunity. It means opportunity. So what you see is when things change, an industry dies out, and then people will grumble and, man, why couldn't the world have stayed the same? Because it never will again. Those days are gone. Instead, there's this constant change. But you need to know the more you stay current and educated, the more you're going to be able to jump onto that change. So I digress. I couldn't resist giving that little teaching point, is to say that the number one skill in the 21st century is something called adaptability. You have to be able to adapt. So this is going to be a breakdown between local retail arbitrage, and that means you go to the store with your smartphone, you're scanning products using the FBA, the Amazon app, and then you find out via the data that's dished up what the profitability is going to be. Check. Most of you are doing local retail arbitrage. We're going to talk about online arbitrage. Now know this, there are pros and cons to everything. And that holds true with this. I can't say emphatically, no, this is the only way to go, or this is the only way to go. I can't say that. But I do believe in something called augmentation, augment, supplement, add on, layer on, so that you increase your scope of potential. Check, makes sense? Everyone's nodding their head. It makes sense. And of course, what fits into that conversation as well is, yeah, but when, Ann? When is the right time for me personally to layer on another method? I don't know, because you're all very, 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 very different. You notice, for example, Martha, who's been in our program for 6 months, she just popped 100 grand. Why is that? Right? Everybody's different. And so that's why I can't say there's a pat answer. What you need is to talk to a business advisor that we have here at the E-commerce Business School to help you make an intelligent, informed decision about things that you don't know. True or true? Sometimes we make wrong decisions because we don't know enough. That's why I'm a huge believer in coaching and consulting. We don't know everything. That's why you need someone who can hear you out, hear your dynamics, your situation, and then best advise you. But that's my business model. I get a monetization model and I layer another one on, and then I layer another one on, and I layer another one on, and another and another and another. Why? Why do I do that? Because remember what I said earlier, things change. I know things change. Online, I've been here 12 years, 14 years, and things change. So I plan with that in mind that things are going to change. So I had better layer in more monetization models, ways of making money. I would be foolish if I didn't. Check. If I rely on one method, that's like a one-legged stool. I'm just speaking factually. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. Instead, you want to have 3 legs, more legs, to solidify what one might call multiple streams of income. Okay, so making sense, everybody? Good. So now we're going to make some what we call distinctions. Robert Kiyosaki said, intelligence is the ability to make finer distinctions. You can tell if someone thinks in this way or not. When they make broad, sweeping generalizations, they don't know how to make finer distinctions. That's where we're going to go right now, is make finer distinctions about local retail arbitrage versus online arbitrage. Everyone still with me? Raise your hand. You're all with me? Greg's giving me a thumbs up. Hi there, Tom. Great to have you here. All right. I love local retail arbitrage, but a challenge of it is it's not highly leveraged. True or true? It's extremely predictable and reliable. No doubt about it. If you're not getting the results that you think that you should be getting, it's only because of lack of skill and ability. Martha is proof of it. 100 grand in 6 months. She just posted this last week. So that is because of the reliability of the app. Okay, so you have to go to stores with LRA. You're going to use the Amazon seller app. That's a huge plus. You do have to, you're limited to the store hours, right? You're limited to the quantities that are on hand on the shelf, like you see in this picture. You know how that is when you find a winner? Okay, and you're like, seriously, there's only 3? Ah, with a $33 profit? Oh man, right? True or true? Many stores may not be available in your local area. You can hire product sourcing help, but it will be at American wages and it will cut into your, say it with me, your profit. All right. So Martha, for example, is bringing her daughter-in-law into the business to help her. Okay. Kind of that family economy thing going on. All right. So continuing on, now we're talking about the online arbitrage. So I love Walmart. It's one of my favorite stores to source from. But did you know you can do it online, right? So shop from home or office, wherever you want. You may love to travel. Great, no problem there. Use your home computer, your laptop, whatever you want. You can shop anytime. Why? Because it's not brick and mortar. It's an online web store and you can go there whenever you want. Larger quantities are often available. So instead of being limited to only 3 left on the shelf, maybe you can order 50. I mean, the likelihood through online is far, far greater that you can buy in bulk, almost like wholesaling, right? Okay. And remember, we're flipping. We're going to flip from, in this case, it'd be Walmart. We're going to flip and sell on Amazon. Okay. Now, the shipping remains the same, though. You're going to have the product shipped to you, and then you have to ship them in. That part stays the same. But maybe this becomes so profitable because you're going to layer on multiple methods, multiple streams of income, that you can afford to have someone do that. And people do that. They wheel and deal. They set up some kind of a deal and someone's doing the shipping for you. Okay, it's been done in this program. And you can hire help at overseas wages. So what we're talking about is there's training on how to do this online. And then that training is already done by our master trainer, and you give it to your virtual assistant. Okay, I'll talk more about that. So local arbitrage, again, continuing with online. You do have to wait for the products to be delivered. I don't think that's such a big problem. I just ordered from Amazon. It was there in 2 days. They're having to compete with Amazon, right? Products not always same as what was ordered, here and there. That would not hold me back. That's pretty rare. The packaging might get distressed in transport, meaning then you're not going to be able to sell it on Amazon because it has to look really brand new, right? Products can be more difficult or impossible to return. It really depends on who you're buying from and what their terms are. And you can get more competition from other sellers because let's accept the fact that this isn't, I don't want to say a lay on the hammock method, but you know, it's more convenient. It takes more work to go to the store. Not as many people are willing to go to the store than people, oh, what say you? I can do this all online. More people will tend to run toward this more amenable method, right? Okay. So here's probably the biggest difference of all. And for me, this is a pretty big criteria anytime I'm building a business. And granted, local retail arbitrage, as we state, is a cash flow business. But if you want to scale, like, you know, maybe Martha now wants to go to Raj, who's done 400 grand in a year, then she'd probably have to go to a more scalable method. But I can tell you, local retail arbitrage, there are families that go out and do this and sell, you know, $1 million plus in the fall quarter with local retail arbitrage. Yeah, I'm talking local. Okay, anyways, you can shop anytime, makes it scalable, doing it from your home and offsetting your work to overseas people. So here's where my brain would go at this point if I were you. If you're in Shop Your Way to Wealth, my brain would go, oh, wait a minute. So I could continue local retail arbitrage and I could have a virtual assistant do the sourcing for me at wages that are a sixth or an eighth of US wages. Oh, I like that. That's where my brain would go, okay, as a business owner. So Raj and Chaitanya, they do a mix of local and online arbitrage, and they've done some really, really big numbers as a result. So I'm going to jump into OSP. OSPS is what we call it. This literally, by the way, if you just showed up, this program literally just went live this morning, that you can buy it independently, meaning just alone, standalone, just went live this morning. You should have all gotten an email with the link inside. If you didn't, go check your inbox, check your spam folder, junk folder. Anytime you reply back to us, makes it more likely you'll get my emails in your main folder. So you all want to do that, of course. Okay, so the course goal that Brian Cummings created is you're going to source and order products. That's done online. You're going to receive, prep, and ship those products into Amazon FBA. That stays the same, that part. And of course, you've got to track your product sales and your inventory levels. You're going to evaluate the net profit and then reorder. Okay, that's kind of the goals. Seek and evaluate arbitrage products from online stores. So it's done from home, not going to the store. It's a different process because you don't have the app. That's why. Hire and train and manage a virtual assistant, we call it a VA, who becomes your product researcher. They're researching the products on your behalf, okay? And then monitor your products from vendor order through sale on Amazon. Does this make sense, everyone? Oh, hi there, Mary. Congratulations. A new book flipper in the house. Yes, that is correct, Greg. We, not here in this community, but I know of people who, he's wondering, what's this thing about $1 million through local retail arbitrage? Yes, $1 million. Basically, and Brian Cummings knows a family who does this. He's friends with them. And they have, I don't know if they own multiple vans, but they literally go up the whole West Coast and they hire a team of people to go in with scanners, and they're just mowing down the field like a John Deere tractor. Okay. And so they've got a team of, I don't know if it's 6, 8, 10 people or so, and vans. And this is their livelihood, and they make it in the fall quarter through local retail arbitrage. Okay. And whenever a store goes out of business, in come those arbitrage people, right? Okay. But yes, to confirm, that is correct. Alrighty. So let's keep moving forward here. So this is what you learn. So guys, this is a little bit different for the e-commerce business school tour because I'm covering online shopping profit system. We just made it available this morning. Okay. And I hope I have time left to talk about the mentorship programs too. Okay, doke. So in the training sessions, you're going to select stores and evaluate products. There's going to be product ordering, an overview of virtual assistant hiring. Evaluate your VA applicants and do an initial interview. You're going to review the VA tests, their results, and the hiring. Manage your VA and tracking products. And then there's advanced arbitrage topics. Okay, that might have sounded like a little bit of mumble jumble, so I'm going to break it down. There's basically 2 parts to this course. One is the system of knowing how do you evaluate the products when you're doing them online. It's a different process, okay, than using your phone. So there's that. Then the other part that makes it so awesome is the hiring of a virtual assistant. Now, I don't know if you all knew, but hiring is a skill set all onto itself. And unless you are really good at that skill set, a lot of people bumble and fumble and they're hiring people that aren't so good. Okay. If you've ever had a business and you've hired people that didn't pan out for you, it's very, very painful. It's a cost to a business, right? So that's why this piece, the second piece of the system of hiring, knowing how to do that really well, is a very critical piece. If we just left you to do it on your own, you might go through 8 VAs before you find a good and decent VA. Make sense? Did you know statistically? It costs a company, a business, nearly a year's worth of salary when they do what's called a mishire. And the longer they're on until you realize this person is not the right fit, the more it costs your business. So I have gone to workshops, a $10,000 workshop, solely for hiring practices, because I understand how valuable and important it is to a business. You get the wrong people, it destroys your business. You get the right people and boom, you're flying high. All right, so part one is, again, that whole system of learning how to do this. I'm not going to read through the bullets, but you do know there is this spreadsheet that was created by Brian Cummings, our master trainer. That takes the place of the Amazon seller app because it's a different system when it's online. Does that make sense, everybody? This is doing it online, no running to stores. Okay, so you would use our proprietary online arbitrage research tool to calculate the customer demand and net profits. Okay, Greg, just so you know, you're already in this program, pretty darn sure, because I think you are e-commerce acceleration member, pretty sure. Okay, so in any case, that's the spreadsheet. It's all formulated. This is all highly proven, et cetera, et cetera. And so this is how you're able to do this completely from home. These are some of our family members. This is a father-daughter team. This is a husband, wife, and daughter team. And this is one of our coaches, Sarah Sodas. Okay, here's Julie. She says, I did it all online, treasure hunting, retail arbitrage. Love this business and I love this group. So there you see her numbers, almost $4,000. She's doing strictly from online, okay? So this is about the virtual assistant. You're gonna hire them. This is from the Philippines, by the way. We have a VA for e-commerce business school helping us with Facebook, as an example. But the Philippines is really, really known for outsourcing to help US-based companies, especially those that are based online. The Philippines, this is their forte. China is known for manufacturing, right? The Philippines is known for outsourcing. Make sense, everybody? Okay. So, and especially they're known for virtual assistants relative to even Amazon, the specialist, okay? Now, this is a big deal. Systems, think about McDonald's. It's a franchise, correct? And of course, their main business is real estate. But nonetheless, all to say, you go to a hamburger university and everything is rinse and repeat. It is a proven, replicatable system. That's why people pay large sums of money for a McDonald's franchise. Everyone with me? Including how to hire people, how to fire people, et cetera, et cetera. This is what makes this system so powerful, is this part two about how do you do a good job of hiring? Now, right now, very likely there are people who already own a brick and mortar business, because we have a lot of people inside e-commerce business school who do. They have used this training to even help with their traditional brick and mortar business to do a better job of hiring. And we've had spectacular results for our members who use it in that regard. Anyway, so everything is there, the test assignment and cover letter. Oh, and by the way, Brian created the training that you give to the VA. You don't create the training because you're like, oh, now I get stuck at that point. How would I know how to train on this? I don't know the first thing about it. Exactly. That's why Brian created the training, and you give that to your virtual assistant. Make sense? By the way, for the book flippers, so who is it that said they're a book flipper? Someone early, Mary. We have had people who outsource components of their book flipping business as well. They hire someone to do the scanning. They hire someone to do the shipping. It's always about systems. You have to think in systems, right? That's what's really key about this as an educational overview. Okay, let's go over that. This is Carol Smith. And she is a CPA, and they also own a nursing home facility. And they use this course to help, well, there she says, the evaluation spreadsheet is worth its weight in gold. But I do know she used the training as well to do a recent hire in her CPA practice. She's a certified accountant, okay? Here's what Ed had to say. This is the kind of leverage I was looking for. Online shopping profit system was great for helping me hire a VA. She's done a great job of finding great products to sell. I've got a young family I'm raising. This is the kind of leverage I was looking for. Okay, so lots of people really loving our online shopping profit system. Okay, you get some bonuses with this. So some of you are new. I can see that. So I have to have a moment to brag on Dr. Josie Shepard. She was one of my first students from 6 years ago. She came into the Amazon space 5 years ago at age 70. She has 3 fully automated businesses that only require her help once a month. She owns a full-blown shipping center in Southern California. She has 2 separate Amazon stores, which, by the way, you have to get approved to do that. Don't go opening multiple stores, they'll shut you down. She got approval from Amazon. Anyways, she outsources to the Philippines and to India. In 5 years, she has 3 fully automated businesses. So she's a rock star for us. She first came into my community and then has moved up into this level. So you get a special bonus that was created by Josie, how to set up a business on autopilot by outsourcing. And she's just, I'm not going to go into the details of that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just move forward. Okay. Her mini workshop. You have Kurt's little special online arbitrage training. And he does a really good job of creating what are called bundles. He's done it with 2 different daughters of his, creating these bundles. He's very creative, and he's very, very good at what's called keywords. And this is one gal who followed just this training I'm talking about. And she has 1 product alone that does $600 a month in profit, not sales, profit from Kurt's teaching. Okay, well, like I say, this wasn't my main thing. This is not normally what we do during the tour, but because this just became available today, I wanted to let you guys know, okay? So there's a link I'll post for you guys in the deal below if you're interested. You can also ask for a complimentary interview or meet with okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna jump forward. I don't wanna make you dizzy, but this is normally what I show in the weekly tour. Did I lose you guys? Did you all follow me? It's a little bit different this week because we just rolled out online shopping profit system this morning. And I'll post the link for you in just a minute, right? But I want to let you know, this is just how we roll here. This is just in terms of distinctions. We have products, we have trainings, right? Shop Your Way to Wealth, book flipping profit system, online shopping profit system. We have sourcing China, we have wholesale sourcing, we have liquidation source, we have, it's about 12 to 15 different courses. Everyone with me? So we have courses. We also have what are called mentorship levels. Mentorship levels. I personally, well, just do this. If you ever meet a business owner, a successful business owner, ask them if they've had a mentor who helped them reach success. Ask Dr. Josie, ask her. Okay, I was her first online mentor, Dr. Josie's. I've had many mentors. So why would I not create for my members what has helped lead me to success? Right? Mentorship. Mentorship means it's focused on you, not an entire group, which we have awesome group pages, are they not? They're awesome, you guys know that. We have awesome people. But mentorship means all eyes on you to help you with your business. We're talking coaching, group coaching, and a whole lot more, like weekly accountability reviews, etc. I don't have time to go through it all. So there are 4 different mentorship levels. There's the side hustle challenge. That's for everyone who's doing arbitrage. So you're book flippers, you're in the arbitrage world. Shop your way to wealth, you're in the arbitrage world. That's all about building cash flow, right? So we have the 30-day side hustle challenge. Then we have e-commerce acceleration, which gives you a ticket to our trifecta coming up in January. And then that's all under the cash flow model, right? Then we have what's called the asset building model. And you go, I don't get it. What's the difference between cash flow model and asset building model? An asset is when you can sell your business. You maybe have an email subscriber list. You have private label products. You've got a following on your business profile page on Facebook. You have systems and procedures within your business. And I know someone who did this just last week and made millions. Yeah, millions. We know the whole formula. We have a broker who does this kind of stuff. So it's called build to sell. Build to sell. So the cash flow model is, dang man, I need some money in my bank account. I got to pay off those debts and I got to, whatever, you guys all have goals of the cash flow model. Asset building, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game altogether because you're going to build to sell it and turn around and sell it for a chunk of change. And I know exactly the metrics for what a Shopify store will yield you in profits. We know those metrics. When you know those metrics, you go, dog to a bone, man. That's where I'm going. But is that for everybody? Absolutely not. I don't believe in pushing a square peg into a round hole and telling people where they need to be. That's why we have tailored, customized consultations. Everybody's different. So when you look at the asset building model, you have 2 different mentorship programs. There's e-commerce masters program and e-commerce enterprise. The real cornerstone there is the roadmap. So 33-page document, the e-commerce roadmap, to set up your personalized roadmap. Look at Dr. Josie Shepard, 3 automated businesses. She's not needed in daily operations. She gets to be out on the beach, travel to Thailand to visit her son when she wants. She gets to do what she wants, and one of her main loves and passions is teaching here at our school. Okay? There's a roadmap that you can have customized to yourself. All right, that's about all I have time for to go through of what I normally have in our tour. So let me just say this. If you are like, gosh, goodness, I had no idea. By the way, there's a little infographic we have here. Here's that book, Built to Sell. You guys should all buy that book, by the way, Built to Sell. Okay. I'll just stick an end with this page. If you feel like you need more customized, like a one-on-one consultation, just let us know in the comments section. Tag Sharon Irwin. Okay. And then I'm also going to post the online shopping profit system link for those of you who are interested to purchase that program and move into that level. All right, so I want to look and see. Hey, good, Mary. Thank you. We have 2 Marys listening and watching. Oh, good. Thank you, Greg. I remember you talking about that at Trifecta, that you were going to consider, reaching out to your wife and daughter, getting them involved. Way to go, Dad. You're talking my language, because that's what I do. I bring in my whole family. My whole family has worked in my business. Okay, any last questions, guys and gals, before I give it a wrap here? While we're here live, let me know. So that's awesome, Greg. I'm really happy for you. That's really cool. Anybody else with any questions, post it in the panel and I'll get that answered. All righty. I think we're good. All right. Hopefully you learned something today and you are now more educated and informed. to go forth with more power and strength of conviction. That's what it's going to take to build a successful business. All right, it's a wrap, everybody. Thanks so much for attending. Bye-bye.